Alright, so let's talk about triangles. The only reason why I've taken all of these polygons and split them up into different categories is, one, the video that I would have to do would be entirely too long for polygons, and there are some specific things for each one of these different types of polygons that we're going to have to go through and discuss. So again, let's go through and quickly review about angles. An acute angle is any angle that is less than 90 degrees. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees, no more, no less. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. And then a straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. And you remember that all polygons are made up of line segments. So even though you don't see that written down, make sure you write that down in your notebook as well. Now, let's talk about an equilateral triangle. Well, the equilateral triangle has 3 equal sides, and it has 3 equal angles. So when I mark these mark these equal sides, I'm going to give them the same type of mark to let me know that all of these sides are equal. Since all the angles are also equal, I'm going to mark my angles with the same color. Now, another thing that is significant and unique about equilateral triangles is that if you continue the line this way and this way, or this way and this way, that all the lines intersect. So in other words, it has no parallel lines on a triangle. And that's going to be key, and that's going to be the same for pretty much every triangle. All the lines are always going to intersect or be perpendicular, with a perpendicular line is an intersecting line. Now, a right triangle is going to have one right angle, and it's going to have 2 acute angles, which I'm going to mark here in red. And again, the same thing, that all of the lines will intersect. So again, make sure you write that down, that all of the lines of a right triangle or any type of triangle, they're all going to intersect. And make sure that you are drawing this in another color so that you can see the distinction between both of those. And another thing about a right triangle is sometimes they will have equal sides, but sometimes they will not. An isosceles triangle has 2 equal sides. I'm going to mark those with red, that those sides are equal. With blue, I'm going to mark it with 2 marks to let you know that this side is not equal to those other ones. Now, it's also going to have equal angles. I'm going to mark the angles that are the same in green, and then the angle that's different, I'm going to mark it in brown. And again, just like all of our triangles, all of the lines will intersect. The last triangle that we're going to talk about is a scalene triangle. The angles are going to be either obtuse or acute. And you remember, just like every triangle, all the lines will intersect. If you just keep those lines going, they will all intersect. Now, the obtuse angle, I'm going to mark it in brown. And then the acute angles, I'm going to mark it in blue. And all these angles are not the same, so I'm marking them all in different colors. And that is the end of our lesson on triangles. Stay tuned for quadrilaterals.